Hey guys, it's Brian from carverbanjos.com. Thanks for checking out my website. I have a little shop update for you. It's been a few months since I've checked in, and as of today, I have shipped all of the pre-ordered gourd banjo kits. So keep an eye out with your email that you used to purchase the kit. I'm going to be sending out the tracking numbers later today. Some of these kits I shipped yesterday and the day before that, so they're going to be arriving soon. Here's one that I'm working on. This is the banjo neck type with frets. And still working on the gourd here, but I'm stocked up on gourds now. We should be good for at least a few months. Something I want to talk about today. So the gourd banjos all come with 3D printed bridges. And in my opinion, they sound almost identical to a maple bridge. And the way that's possible is because you can print them with different densities. So I experimented with all the different densities, the percentages, and I found a certain density that kind of it's very similar to the maple, so that's cool. 3D printed bridges are okay, but it's not exactly, I never really like having plastic stuff on these kits. You know, they're old time. So a goal I've been working towards is replacing those plastic bridges with wooden bridges. I cut these with a CNC and then I shaped them by hand, and I will have to put the notches in by hand for the strings. So it's still kind of sort of handmade, but you know, there's still a lot of labor involved in just making a bridge, but I want to switch over, and some of my kits use traditional mass-produced maple and rosewood bridges, and I like those, but you know, I buy them and I want to replace them with my own product. So in the coming months I will be definitely producing enough of these to where I can start putting them into my kits, and they will replace the 3D printed bridges, and also I'll replace the I don't know what to call it. I'll show you. I guess the standard bridges. These come in some of my kits. You'll have to look at my listings, but some of them have this and some of them have this. But I'm going to phase those out and replace them with these. I don't think walnut is the best wood for a bridge. It's kind of soft, and I feel like you could probably get a brighter tone if you use a harder wood. So I am experimenting with that, and it'll probably end up being a hard maple, but it will be in this shape. And I have a kit here with a walnut bridge on it. And between that and I previously had this bridge on there, maybe it's a little bit more mellowed out, honestly, I think the volume is the same. It just, maybe the edge is taken off. And that might be something that you're looking for. So I'm thinking, I mean, this is all just talk right now, but it's a goal of mine, definitely, for the coming months, is to produce a bunch of bridges. And I want to probably do a hard maple bridge that will go with all the kits. And then as a secondary item for sale on the website, I will have a bunch of different bridges available of different types of wood. And the top 3 woods I want to offer right off the bat are going to be hard maple, black walnut, and white ash. White ash is an interesting wood because it is the strongest wood, the strongest hardwood compared to its weight. So it's not as hard as like hard maple, but it's very strong and rigid, and the grain pattern. If you're familiar with the grain pattern of oak, I would say ash looks exactly the same, but it's like half the weight of oak. So I don't know, it's a really interesting wood. So I haven't made a bridge out of it yet, but I'm going to. And yeah, I think we're going to offer maybe individual bridges for sale, and also maybe like an assortment package of bridges. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to do it where the labor is as low as possible, so I can get the price point worth it for people. But that's my little fun side project I'm doing right now. It's working on bridges, and I like this design. It's kind of an old time design. I'm not saying I'm not open to doing other designs, but I'm going to start with this and maybe expand from there. I always wanted to kind of produce the Pete Seeger style bridge, and if you don't know what that is, and if you're a banjo player, you should definitely look it up. The Pete Seeger bridge is kind of like a thin bridge, and it didn't rest on the drum head like this. It actually had 2 feet, or maybe 3 feet, I'm not sure now, but it had like feet that went perpendicular to the bridge, and that's how it sat on the bridge. So really interesting design, Pete Seeger bridge. So January was kind of a slow month for sales, and historically it always is. It makes sense, people aren't really consuming as much when we just had a bunch of consumer holidays. So it was kind of slow, but I was really grateful for all these gourd banjo pre-orders I had waiting. I kind of timed it all so that I was working on these while I didn't have any other normal orders going. So thank you for placing your pre-order and waiting patiently. Some people waited for months. And now you will have your gourd banjo in your hand very soon. And if anyone else wants a gourd banjo kit, they are available now. And the wait time for any of my kits is about 10 days. Usually I can get them in the mail after about 3 or 4 days. I start working on them as soon as I can, and just depends on how many orders are waiting. But right now I don't have a lot of orders waiting, so we're doing pretty good on time. So the minstrel kit with hoop and hook hardware is now available for sale, and there are tons of options for like the neck, frets, fretless, scroll, shoulder strap, the head material. there's just so many options. So you'll have to look at my pictures, and I am still updating my pictures, my photo gallery for this particular kit. I know there's more options than there are pictures right now, so it hasn't really been a problem. People are still ordering the options. I'm assuming they're looking around the rest of the site and seeing what those options look like. So thanks for putting in an order, and I'll be updating those pictures soon, and I'm going to be putting descriptions on the picture so you know what you're looking at. So for example, I'll show a picture of a neck and I'll label it. This is an old-time neck with frets. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, thanks for checking in, and check out carverbanjos.com. Please join my free forum over there, and we can talk about banjos, and more specifically these banjo kits and your experience with them. So thank you. Have a great day.